The confirmed number of cases of the coronavirus in Los Angeles County today comes to 103,529. The confirmed number of deaths reaches 3,369. Here in Torrance, the total number of confirmed cases is 582, with total confirmed deaths reaching 51. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Hiba Samad. It's 4 p.m. on Tuesday, June 30th. Thanks for joining us on this last day of June. If you had plans to hit the beach this holiday weekend, think again. Los Angeles County officials confirmed that beaches, piers, beach bike paths, and beach access points from this Friday through Monday will be closed to the public. Supervisor Janice Hahn tweeted that due to the rising COVID-19 cases, they can't risk having crowds at the beach this holiday weekend. The new order makes it illegal to trespass and is punishable by law to include but not limited to a $1,000 fine. The county health order also closes all beach parking lots. Also, as the holiday approaches, it's a good reminder that fireworks are illegal in the city of Torrance. The temporary beach closures beginning at 12:01 a.m. on Friday until 5 a.m. on Monday, July 6th. Los Angeles County Department of Public Health announced key metrics at Monday's press briefing, revealing some startling information. Officials say there has been alarming rates of community spread over the last few weeks, and there are concerns of potentially overwhelming hospitals soon. Monday's positive case count was the single highest one-day increase since the pandemic began, bringing the total number of cases confirmed to more than 100,000. As of yesterday, more than 1,700 people were hospitalized, a jump from the hospitalization numbers that hovered between 1,300 to 1,400 in recent weeks. The county's public health director, Dr. Barbara Ferrer, says if precautions aren't taken to stop the spread of the virus and cases continue to rise, the county could run out of hospital beds in 2 weeks, and the number of intensive care unit beds could be dangerously low. The country's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, along with a panel of other health officials, testified before Congress today on the state of the coronavirus pandemic. The hearing by the Senate's Health and Education Committee is designed to provide an update on safely getting back to work and back to school. Dr. Fauci was joined by Dr. Robert Redfield, the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Dr. Stephen Hahn, the Food and Drug Administration Commissioner, and Admiral Brett Jewett, the Assistant Secretary for Health under the Trump administration. This is the second week in a row that all four health authorities testified before the Senate. The nation's two largest movie theater chains announced plans to delay the reopening of their movie theaters. AMC Theaters and Regal Cinemas plan to push their reopenings to the end of July. Regal Cinemas plans to open on July 31st, 3 weeks later than originally anticipated. And AMC Theaters will push their reopening of the first 450 theaters nationwide to July 30th, with the remaining locations, 150 locations, to open the following week in August. The changes come after a number of coronavirus setbacks take place in various states throughout the country, including California. Now, as a result of delayed theater reopenings, a handful of movies highly anticipated for release in July, such as Christopher Nolan's Tenet and Disney's live-action Mulan, have been postponed as well and is expected to hit theaters in August. Cineworld, another popular movie theater chain, is also set to announce plans to delay their opening as well. Now, when theaters do actually reopen, there will be similar protocols in place across the board. Employees and moviegoers will be required to wear face masks when not seated. Theater capacity will be reduced by 50% with 2 empty seats between groups. Increased cleaning between shows, along with other health and safety protocols in place. The second round of the Paycheck Protection Program is scheduled to wrap up today after handing out $520 billion in loans to help struggling small businesses during the pandemic. Despite a rough start 3 months ago as part of the relief program for small businesses, the program is set to have more than $130 billion still remaining. The program, run by the Small Business Administration but carried out through banks, handed out money to nearly 5 million businesses nationwide, giving them low-interest loans to cover roughly 2.5 months of their typical payroll costs. Those that use most of the money to pay employees may have their debt forgiven. Some criticism came as complicated requirements were the reason some qualified borrowers were discouraged from applying, in fear that they would not be able to get their loan forgiven. While the SBA will accept PPP loans from participating lenders until 11:59 p.m. tonight, many banks have set their own deadlines on when to stop accepting applications in order to give the lender time to review the applications, collect required documents, and submit the loans before tonight's deadline. The $2 trillion CARES Act, approved in late March, provided $349 billion in PPP loans. Then in late April, an additional $310 billion in forgivable PPP loans were made available. The Treasury Department Internal Revenue Services confirmed the tax filing deadline will remain on July 15th. While the April 15 deadline was extended to mid-July due to the health crisis, there were calls for another extension. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin says the agencies considered delaying the deadline once more to September, but decided against it after seeing how many had already filed. According to the Treasury Secretary, so far more than 139 million taxpayers have filed returns and more than 93 million refunds have been issued. The IRS says there are payment options to help taxpayers and can easily apply online. And for those that aren't ready to file by the July deadline, a request for an automatic extension can be made, which will push the due date to October 15th. But those who expect to owe taxes must still pay them by July 15th if they want to avoid penalties. After more than 6 decades at the Del Amo Fashion Center, the SEARS in Torrance is closing. If you drive by Hawthorne Boulevard, it's hard to miss the large store closing sign. The department store is having its liquidation sale at the moment. SEARS was one of the original anchors of Del Amo when it opened in 1959. Store officials have yet to release an official last day of business. Traffic is beginning to pick up again on the highways as more people head back to work, with more sectors of the economy reopening again. California Highway Patrol authorities say traffic is picking up, which means they're also starting to see more traffic collisions. While the level of traffic may not be like how it was pre-COVID-19 in April, the total vehicle miles traveled was down 37% from March, and at the end of June, it was down just 14%. In early April, traffic congestion was down more than 80%, and now that's only at 58%. And while expanded work was being done on the highways during the last few months, now with traffic returning, construction hours will also resume back to normal hours for Caltrans in LA and Ventura counties. In less than an hour, 2 busy roads will be opened back to normal operations. Torrance public work crews were working on a slurry seal application on Van Ness Avenue as part of the residential and arterial pavement improvement project today. Traffic was reduced from 1 lane in each direction from Redondo Beach and Artesia Boulevards. The project is designed to provide scheduled maintenance and preservation treatment to existing asphalt paved roadways. City officials say the impacts of traffic delays are scheduled for just today. They will resume work next Tuesday, July 7th at the same location on Van Ness Avenue between Redondo and Artesia Boulevards. Your commute tomorrow may be impacted if you live or need to drive by the Torrance refinery. The Torrance refinery announced plans to test their barriers on Wednesday morning from 9:30 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. The roads impacted are Crenshaw Boulevard from 9:30 a.m. until 10 a.m. between 198th Street and Del Amo Boulevard. Then the Del Amo Boulevard overpass will be closed between Crenshaw Boulevard and Maple Avenue from 10 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. Also, traffic will be rerouted by the Torrance Police Department. Drivers are advised to plan ahead. The Torrance Public Works Department requests City Council to approve an item on July 7th. While they have the night off tonight, it In just a week, City Council will meet again to discuss city business, and on that agenda will include a request from Public Works to resume street sweeping citations. Street sweeping services resumed earlier this month, and while citations have been on hold until further notice, Public Works staff will recommend beginning to give people warnings starting July 13th, with citations to resume on July 27th. Be sure to tune in next week for the live meeting beginning at 7 p.m. A local business headquartered in Torrance announced plans to launch a new product. Despite the pandemic, officials at HealthAid Kombucha say business is booming. The company plans to release a new drink under the HealthAid brand called HealthAid Booch Pop. HealthAid Kombucha co-founders Diana Trout, Justin Trout, and Vanessa Dew says the beverage is a new kind of soda, lightly carbonated with prebiotics, minerals, and healthy acids from fermentation. It's organic with 100% natural ingredients, has 70 to 80% less sugar than regular soda, no sodium, and no artificial sweeteners or stevia. It is available in 3 flavors: lemon and lime, ginger fizz, and palm berry. They have plans to sell it online as well as in grocery stores. The HealthAid brand is known for their original kombucha drinks that are made with a fermented tea that helps to eliminate harmful bacteria from the body. This year, the brand celebrated its 8th year in business. The company operates its own 50,000 square foot brewery in Torrance. You can learn more about the new drink at healthaid-aid.com. The Warrior Pantry will continue to serve El Camino College students through the summer months. Drive-through service will be available on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pre-packaged bags filled with food items and toiletries are provided to students enrolled in either summer and/or fall 2020. You can sign up by filling out a registration form online. You must also have a valid El Camino College ID number for pickup. They are also looking for volunteers for the pantry, so if you'd like to help out, you can fill out a form at elcamino.edu. The Warrior Pantry assists students facing food insecurity, provides toiletries and other resources. The access point is Parking Lot B from Manhattan Beach Boulevard. The Warrior Pantry will be closed on July 2nd. The Torrance Cultural Arts Foundation surprised one of their own with a special goodbye. Singer, actress, and recording artist Laura Ellis sang some tunes with her beautiful voice at Dr. George and Nancy Mannon's home. The Torrance Cultural Arts Foundation Board of Directors and TOCA's Executive Director Chris Wolf surprised her with a special performance as a send-off as she leaves Torrance to head up north with her husband, Dr. George Mannon, who officially retired today as the superintendent from the Torrance Unified School District. Nancy was a past president of TOCA and on the executive board of the foundation. Laura Ellis is one of the many artists that are performing for TOCA's To Go program, where you can send a song or performance to a home, place, or work, or any other location. Performers maintain social distance, and you can choose from an array of diverse artists. It was also started as a way to provide artists a platform to continue to perform. To learn more about the program, head to torrancearts.org. With the majority of Americans having to cancel traditional summer plans due to COVID-19, we want to see how you and your family are making special changes to ensure your summer fun continues and you're still finding ways to fill your summer days. Whether you're planning a camping trip, road trip, or headed to a staycation somewhere, or just a day trip somewhere, send us your trip itinerary, camping checklist, road maps, or pictures from your special summer plans. We'd love to find out how you are making the most of your summer and hopefully inspire others. Email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. Well, before we go, at the end of each program, we like to share stories from our community, feel-good pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and reflect how Torrance truly cares. Well, as the city continues its COVID-19 recovery efforts, we're seeing more and more departments, offices, and public counters reopen and welcome back the public. Well, there's one department that's letting the community know they will be ready to welcome you back when you're ready. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Terry Ann Farron, and I work for the City of Torrance Cultural Arts Center, and I'm here to let you know that we're ready to reopen anytime, as soon as we can. And in that light, we've implemented many safety features so that when you come, you feel comfortable to come on back to the Torrance Cultural Arts Center. We're ready when you're ready. Let's go take a look. Come on. For now, it may be required for your safety to wear a face covering. Please be mindful of maintaining 6 feet between you and other patrons while at the Torrance Cultural Arts Center. We are implementing sanitizing stations in addition to the frequent cleaning of each room. Plus, we will be using the new sanitizing fogger for each room in between every use. Installed in the entry plaza on the concrete are floor decals to assist you with distancing when purchasing a ticket or waiting in line to enter one of our theaters. We will soon be open for tours of our facilities. Until then, remember reservations of any of our rooms, including the George Nakano Theater, the James Armstrong Theater, and our Pine Wind Japanese Garden, perfect for intimate weddings and petite events, are now being made. Thank you for taking the tour with us. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you soon at the Torrance Cultural Arts Center.
That was Terry Ann Farron. She is so great to work with at the Torrance Cultural Arts Center. It's exciting to see the city slowly reopening. At all the counters that have reopened, you'll find safety decals to remind the community to socially distance and signs posted with the community's health and safety in mind. Just another reminder of how Torrance truly cares for its residents and business community. Now, if you have a great story or have photos or videos that you'd like to share or just want to say hello, send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. That's our update for COVID-19 today. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow at 4 p.m. as Leslie Robbins brings you the latest updates. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.